Why I advocate for bringing higher level science and math concepts into the world of grade 2 student. I ask you to assemble IKEA furniture. It requires 10 tools, but I give you only the screwdriver. No spanner, no hammer, nothing. Now, can you assemble it? You won't be able to. You will simply get discouraged and not do it. This is what is happening with our kids. With the things being taught in grade 2 curriculum, they don't have enough knowledge, enough tools to solve life's problems or the questions. So, what happens? They look for questions in the book and they answer the questions with the knowledge provided by the book. Questions are everywhere. We often wonder why kids are not curious enough, why they are not looking for questions outside. It is our own fault. We have not given them vision. The vision will come only when they have the tools, they have the understanding. The eyes don't see what the mind doesn't have. So the problem here is, if we talk to a kid, say, okay, let us do some mathematics. What you start doing? First thing is you will pick up a book or something from their syllabus and start doing that. Why can't we look at the environment outside, in his school bag, in the room, on the pavement, on the road, and find mathematics there? And then start solving that mathematical equation, mathematical challenge. A car is moving on the road, car is stopping on the road, making a screeching sound. There is mathematical lesson there. You find a interlocking brick pattern on the pavement. There is a lesson for geometry there. Lessons, questions are everywhere. The grade 2 student is not able to apply what he knows, what he is being taught in grade 2. He finds it insufficient to answer those questions. Because he finds himself helpless, this is why he stops asking questions. He stops attempting to even bother about those questions and rather be happy with solving the questions in his book, gain those gold stickers, that's it. But if we expose them to higher level mathematics, higher level concepts in a very decluttered manner, in an easy to understand manner, so the kids get amusement out of those concepts. Say probability. A kid can be taught probability using this model, a very simple, humble model. You are surrounded with probability. The life if you go to a supermarket, there is a draw happening. Probability. Combination logs. We should call them permutation logs. Data handling. Geometry. Coordinates. Can't we teach them coordinates? They are traveling in a car. They are using GPS. Can't they figure out how to position themselves on a map? If we give them these tools, they will stop looking for questions from the book. They will start looking for questions from all over, all their environment. Once the questions start pouring in, the kids will get curious. We always keep complaining kids are not curious, they have lost the sense of wonder. The problem is kids feel lost because they don't have tools to make sense of the questions. Understand the questions, forget about attempting it. We are living in another world. We have to equip them with the knowledge that comes only in the higher grade. The problem is, if they don't get that knowledge, they won't be able to appreciate the questions they are surrounded with. Once they don't appreciate the questions, they feel helpless, they feel lost. they will find solace on the screen. They will go to the video game and start hunting for the treasures. The video games are open ended. They can go to anywhere. They can approach the same problem with 10 different ways. We as parents, we have to understand, learn many things from the video game makers. We have to make our education challenging. We have to make our education open ended. The math lesson should be open ended. You start with addition, the same problem could be tackled 10 different ways. Yesterday we were doing 49 multiply 7. We came across some situation where 49 multiply 7 had to be done. In fact, it was cube of 7. 7 multiply 7 multiply 7. Now, my son doesn't even remember the equation of the table of 7. Now, how did he approach it? He multiplied 7 with 50 and deducted 7 from it. This is mathematical reasoning. Once they know how to handle life's questions, they have to be given 10 approaches to solve one problem. One doesn't work, forget it. Another one, another one, another one, another one. We should not look for the right answers. We have to bring higher level math concepts to them in a decluttered way. We have to teach them 10 different things of doing the same thing. Third, we have to do away with memorization, rote learning that discourages students. Let school do their stuff. If we are homeschoolers, we have complete control over what we teach to our kids. So this is why I insist that we should bring the mathematics from higher level into the world of a grade 2 student. We should tell them, teach them, or we should rather create situations where they are exposed to these questions, and we should help them explore the higher level concepts of data handling, probability, arithmetic, algebra. Look at this. It is a model of x is equal to y. Why don't we start algebra from here? X is equal to y. Why not? You have started your algebra lessons from today. Why should the student or kid has to wait for higher level to have fun with mathematics? They should have fun right now. They should start making sense of life right now. This is why I insist and I encourage parents to expose their kids to higher level mathematical concepts. Declutter it, learn it yourself first, and translate it into kids' language. That way, the kids would have more tools to deal with life. And once they have questions all around them that they can answer with little knowledge that they have, they will start asking more questions. They will stop looking for questions only from the book. That's it. That's what I wanted to tell you. Thank you very much. Have fun.